I'm curious, we talk in the beef and corn industry about freedom to operate. And when you think about the impacts and the interest that consumers and regulators have on this issue, I'm curious, how is that going to help us answer some of the questions that both of those stakeholder groups have about how we produce both corn and beef cattle? Cassie?
Yeah, so I would say I think we're all familiar with the fact that consumers are really interested in where their food comes from. So one of our goals at ESMC is to provide that transparency as to how producers are generating those ecosystem services that corporations and kind of regulatory agencies are interested in purchasing and kind of contributing to the climate mitigation and kind of overall impact.
One of the things we've seen over time is that as we partner with groups, whether it's corn and cattle, whether it's corn and environmental groups, whether it's corn and ESMC, is that we have a better voice going into whatever we're going into, whether it's political offices, regulator offices, whatever that case is, and they allow us to present a message that, no, this is not just us looking at our own farming operation, how it benefits us, but how it benefits society, how it benefits the consumers, how it benefits the end users, and it's a great grouping that we can put together from an environmental standpoint to say, hey, this is where we're at.
You deal with some regulations here running a feed yard. How do you see this helping from either a consumer or regulatory standpoint?
Well, it all mainly boils down to transparency. The more transparent you can be, the more likely your consumer is to buy your product because they trust it more. Transparency has always been a big thing in every industry, cattle, corn, anything, really.
That's a great point, and thank you all for your insights. We'll be back to wrap up this special edition of Cattleman to Cattleman right after this. Stay with us.